Good morning, beautiful Facebook mastermind peeps. Welcome. If you're joining the replay, welcome. I'm waiting for others to join me live. Go ahead and say hi in the comments as we're waiting for others. And of course, breathe into your body, check in with yourself, and start putting those 2-word comments in. I'm just going to wait a minute or two for everyone to join us, and then I'm going to jump right in. Hi, Kathy. So I'm seeing lots of numbers jump up. Good morning, Amel. Good morning, Arnell. Everybody just breathe into yourself, connect with yourself, start putting those 2-word check-ins in the comments. We'll wait just a couple minutes for others to join us. Hi, Jeff. Good morning, Joseph. Hi, Soleil. That's it. I'm starting to see the 2-word check-ins come in. Thank you. Hello, Diane. Grateful. All right, I'm going to wait one more minute, and then I'm going to take my eyes off the comments. Getting text messages, so I'm going to turn my phone off. Okay, I'm going to take my eyes off the comments now. If you continue to join us or you join the replay, make sure you say hi in the comments and that you put your 2-word check-in in there. Now, everybody, take your focus off of the comments as well. Take your focus off of your 2 words and whatever you're experiencing. And in whatever way makes sense to you, just bring yourself even more present to the call. So I'm going to talk kind of fast today because there's so much going on that I want to shed some light on. So on April 20th, which was just 4 days ago, we had a very potent solar eclipse. That's when the moon passes between the sun and Earth. And for those of you that have been working with me for a while, you've heard me talk about eclipses. Eclipses are a very potent planetary alignment that affect humans in a very significant way. You often hear me talk about pattern interrupts, right? Well, an eclipse is a planetary, energetic, purposeful pattern interrupt. The way my brain thinks in pictures, the way I like to think about this is, I don't know if you did this as a kid or if you even do it now. Sometimes I find myself doing this now. But in the bathroom or in the kitchen, when I've got the water running, as a kid, the water would be pouring out of the faucet. I would love to bring my hand in between the water. And when you do that, you create this pattern interrupt. As my hand moves in the flow of the water, it temporarily stops it. Then I move my hand and then it drops, right? Pull it back. Now this water's dropping in their space, right? Drop, drop, drop. There's a pattern interrupt in the flow. That's exactly what happens when the moon or the sun pass between each other and interrupt the flow of the sun's energy to the earth or the flow of the moon's energy to the earth. We are in a potent, this year there are many significant eclipses that are coming very close together. Some astrologers call it an eclipse season. That's a whole nother story. Right now, we're in a pattern interrupt from the energy of the eclipse that just happened 4 days ago. So when that happens, there's a energetic shift that creates these pauses in the flow of what we've been involved in. This energetic pattern interrupt may bring interruptions into your life's activities in the way that dramatically get your attention because they stop something in your flow and force your focus somewhere else. I will give you an example for myself right now. Today, I had to rearrange my schedule to get to San Diego to support my daughter and her family. In the last couple of days, there's been news delivered that my son-in-law's parents, both of them, have cancer. My son-in-law's mother is declining incredibly rapidly. It's disrupting their family, my daughter and my son-in-law. Dramatically, they have to put focus on supporting the medical needs of his parents. That's putting pressure on their family life. They've reached out to me, can you help us, right? So it's put a pattern interrupt in my flow. And of course, I'm going to say yes. If I look at, and that's just two circumstances, on my side of the family, in the last several days since the eclipse, my father's mental decline in his aging process and his dementia has taken a leap, as has his girlfriend's. His girlfriend's has declined so much, they're in their 80s. She needs support from her grandson, who's her medical power of attorney, but my dad's dementia jumped in to the grandson's process and thwarted the grandson's attempt to get his grandmother the support she needs. Lots of craziness going on. When I look at those particular events in my life, and those are just two, many have happened in this last 4-day period, I equate them to the metaphor we've been being given, which is obstacles on our Mudrunner course, right? Now, I could look at those obstacles and I could have all kinds of emotional charge around them. I could have frustration that my flow is interrupted. There's all different kinds of ways I can react to the pattern interrupts that the eclipse is bringing into my experience. But I keep filtering it through the bigger picture that we've been given from the Masters of Light, understanding that everything that shows up on our Mudrunner course is going to present an opportunity for something big to happen in me. Every obstacle is an opportunity for me to connect to the higher frequency version of myself, my soul's personality that's coming online in the same body that for most of my life has been living my wounded persona, who I crafted myself to be on a frequency that's tuned to a paradigm of fear, versus the new radio station that's being expanded daily, the bandwidth of the higher frequency that's allowing my soul's personality to come online, is my primary focus. Whatever's unfolding during the day, whatever's happening in planetary alignments, whatever obstacles are showing up on my Mudrunner race, as we are in the ascension process, the process of tuning to a version of ourself that is living on the same planet with the same people and the same circumstances all around us, everything is presenting opportunity for me to connect to this higher frequency version of myself, which I was told last year, when the obstacles show up, you are going to have the opportunity to amaze yourself, to be surprised at what shows up within inside of yourself in the way of insight and understanding, and surprising ourselves in what we are capable of managing and manifesting. That's big. That's big. So we're in this eclipse season, and you're going to feel the effects from the 20th for about 9 days. So till the 29th, taking us to the end of the month, we're going to be in this energy of pattern interrupt. And all of the pattern interrupt is looking to get our attention, to bring us deeper inward, to have these bursts of awarenesses. And this is what I want you to get today. And I want you to run it through the filter of what's showing up in your life. What obstacles may be showing up on your Mud Runner race? What circumstances have shown up as a pattern interrupt that are giving you the opportunity to connect with your soul's personality on a stronger bandwidth? Because these bursts of insight are connecting us with the intelligence of our upgraded heart chakra. What that means is the intelligence of your eternal accumulated wisdom of your drop as the ocean is coming online. So I have the opportunity to understand myself with these pattern interrupts right now, as do you. I have the opportunity to know myself, understand myself, recognize myself in the power of the One as it wants to relate to this particular circumstance in my personal life. What that looks like, I have no idea. But I do know it is flavored with absence of fear. It is flavored with my soul's personality only knows itself as the One. So if I let that come online, what am I capable of offering in support to my family? What am I capable of understanding about myself that's this unique pattern interrupt that's showing up in these unique circumstances is ready to bring into my conscious mind? That's what's available for all of us. And it doesn't matter what the puzzle pieces are. It doesn't matter what the circumstances are. All the circumstances are designed to help us strengthen our attunement to our soul's personality, which is going to take us farther and farther and farther away from fear. Farther and farther away from lack. Farther and farther away from contraction. It's going to continue to present multiple opportunities for me to live on purpose and in awareness of myself more than I've ever been. Now, does that mean it will be easy? Nope. The Mud Runner race is a challenge. But as each obstacle presents itself, I get the opportunity to go within and say, what do I got that I didn't know I had that will empower me to travail this mountain or this wall or while I'm muddy and wet? What do I got inside of me that will allow me to accomplish something that when I'm looking at it from first take seems daunting and impossible? That's the question I'm posing to you. What's going on in your circumstance that's presenting the opportunity for you to surprise yourself and connect with your soul's personality that's going to show up with courage? That's the absence of fear. Absence of fear shows up in little bursts of courage that I didn't know I had, giving me the opportunity to surprise myself and accomplish things when I'm tuned to my wounded persona I don't think I'm capable of. Are you tracking with me? It's a powerful time to be inward and contemplative, because these bursts are of these surges, in the pattern interrupt, right? So as my hands moving through the water, each drop as you hear it hit the sink, each pattern interrupt brings that one surge of energy. I interrupt it, the next surge of energy. The flow's not cut off, it's just interrupted intermittently, and each surge of the energy returning is going to be like a burst that's going to connect me with my intuition and my insight and my awareness stronger on the newer frequency. This is an exciting time of possibility, but I got to keep my Indiana Jones hat on and look for the clues as I'm navigating my mud runner race. Otherwise, I could just look at the obstacle and go, oh shit, and keep my vibration tuned to a lower frequency of fear rather than going, oh wow, possibility. What do I got? What do I got inside of me? I'm eager to find out. How do I find out? Be in my stillness, trust, turn my dial to a place of love and anticipation and curiosity. Those are all higher frequency vibrational matches than, oh shit. Feel the difference? Oh shit. To what's possible? But it's got to be a conscious choice. The dial is subtle. The dial is subtle, but if you're on 92.1 and the music is playing, the dance music is playing on 92.2 and you're on 91.9, you're going to be in static, or you're going to be on country music or talk radio or Spanish speaking, something other than what you desire to dance to. It's subtle, and you got to be conscious. So the possibilities for us right now for these bursts of awareness are super high. That's what I want you to walk away with. We're in an energy in this pattern interrupt where these bursts of intuition, these bursts of imagination, these bursts of possibility, these bursts of inner strength, these bursts of inner insight, they're all at play right now. They're all available for all of us, regardless of the circumstances on the Mud Runner race. There's these bursts that want to connect us with our soul's personality in a much stronger bandwidth. That's what this next week is about. Us on the stronger bandwidth, coming in little bursts of awareness. So keep your Indiana Jones hat on. Be in a place of curiosity, looking for the clues of what's possible, and be in the excitement of what's possible as much as you can, and see what unfolds for you. Okay? That's where I'm going to leave you. We've got 2 weeks till our next major energy update. There's some big stuff coming down the pike. I'll flush out for you in detail, and then we'll utilize it in our mastermind in 2 weeks. But be in curiosity right now and pay attention to what's unfolding for you, because bursts of insight are ours for the taking. It's like the low-hanging fruit is bursting from inside, and you can just pluck it and eat it and see what it tastes like. All right, enjoy the rest of your day. There's only love for you here. Be well.